Welcome back to the Prescription for Career Success podcast. I'm Dr. Christy Taylor, and I'm so glad you're tuning in. This month, we're doing something special. We're spotlighting the incredible authors from the #1 Amazon best-selling book, Prescription for Career Success. Elevate your mindset, elevate your career, and giving you a chance to hear directly from the people behind the pages. Each episode features one of our contributors sharing their story, their chapter, and a few words of wisdom to help you on your own career journey. So let's get into it.
Hi, Dr. Taylor. I'm excited to be on the Prescription for Career Success podcast. My name is Paul Lawrence Vann, and of course, I'm one of the co-authors of the Prescription for Career Success. And I am the founder and president of Wealth Building Academy, LLC, which is a leadership consultancy. And what I do is provide leadership core competency training to organizations for leaders so that they can develop other leaders within their organization. And in addition to that, I also provide some self-leadership coaching. One of the things I want to talk about right now, I'm going to talk about the chapter in this amazing book. And what I discussed was what it takes to enhance your personal leadership skills to elevate your career success. And in this, what I discussed and what I talked about is the fact that in order to become a better leader, you have to become better at self-leadership itself. In other words, you have to improve and enhance your self-awareness. You have to look at your aspects of your emotional intelligence, look at empathy, and the full spectrum of what it takes to be a better person entails self-leadership. And that's what I talked about in this chapter. And then I talked about becoming a leader of influence. And again, a leader of influence is someone who is willing to train other people in the organization because they know it's going to help them to meet their vision, their mission, and their goals. And so one of the things that I do is to help with that. So in addition to this, I also talked about in the chapter in terms of my experience, how I went from being a civilian to become a military officer and what that experience was like in basic training. And though people who read this book, they don't have to be in the military, it still provides some strategies in which people can take to become a better leader. And that's what's most important. I also want to congratulate Dr. Christie and my cohorts who are part of this best-selling book, The Prescription for Career Success. And as you can see from this particular post here, you see all of us, and it's all the result of Dr. Christy Taylor and everything that she's done. So we're honored to be amongst the Amazon #1 best-selling authors. And one of the things I want to talk about is the takeaways that I received as a result of being a part of this book collaboration. And one of the things that I enjoyed about it was the fact that it gave me an opportunity to expound more about what is important to people. And today it's definitely leadership because we know the dynamics that are taking place in the workplace and the workforce, and we simply have to be ready for anything. And this is it. But I also participated in the summit where I came on to talk and I expanded on what it takes to become a leader, because oftentimes what we find is adversity requires self-leadership. And self-leadership is very important. And if a leader happens not to be strong in the area of self-leadership, typically they're not going to do very well. And so I really want to talk about what that all entails. And then the current work that I'm doing is I am providing talks to different organizations. I was recently at a book 1-year anniversary for a magazine, and I was graded and rated one of the top 40 future speakers. And so that was a great honor. I was also able to speak at this panel to share more about my mission, and that is to develop more people in the self-leadership area. I think, again, it's very important, especially in today's climate. And today's climate is one where you have to really be on top of your game. You have to know what you're doing, with the organization you're working for or the organization you're projecting to work for. So I believe that's very important. And I'm also just joined a new writers community. And in that writers community, it's going to help me to build my foundation or support from people. And I'll do it mostly through coaching in addition to the book sales that I have. And so again, that's very important. And in terms of working on my career, I'm always one who is always working to become better. And I love this quote by Les Brown, and it states the following: "You're never too old to learn, and you're never too young to lead." A great quote from the great Les Brown. And by the way, Les Brown, he was on the cover of that book, Voices of Change. And I was glad to be a part of it. And again, it's all about taking that brand and helping more people. And then the final advice I have is the piece of advice I give to someone looking to write their own book or their prescription for career success is to not start tomorrow, but start right now. Take that action step. Do what is necessary. Go through a training, go through a seminar, get coaching, receive coaching. But whatever you do, starting today is going to put you a lot further ahead than if you wait and you overthink it. It's better to go on and take some decisive action and make great things happen. For example, if you decide you want to be a professional speaker, well, hire a coach. That's what I did. I have a speaker coach right now. If you're looking to improve your writing as an author, then hire join a writing community and work with the experts. It will cut down the time frame that you have to realize your dream. And I hope you realize it with a prescription for career advancement. And to reach me, you can touch base at www.paulvannspeaks.com. And then you can get me on an email at info@paulvannspeaks.com. And I would love to entertain any questions that you may have. And again, I want to thank Dr. Christy Taylor and her organization for everything that they did. Again, this book made a tremendous difference in my life, and I believe that it would make one in yours as well. But don't wait. Start today with whatever you decide to do. And I really thank you for this opportunity. Have a great day and career success to you.
I hope you enjoyed hearing from today's featured author. It's always powerful to learn from real stories and lived experiences. If you haven't already, be sure to grab your copy of the prescription for career success. Elevate your mindset, elevate your career. And if you loved what you heard, feel free to connect with today's speaker. All links are in the description box. Be sure to check it out. Thanks for listening and stay tuned. We've got more amazing voices coming your way this month on the Prescription for Career Success podcast. Until next time.